Everyone on the call, we are now joined by South Alabama head coach Matthew Graves. Again, as a reminder, if you have a question for Coach Graves, please press star and the number 1 on your telephone at this time to get in the queue. South Alabama is the the number 8 seed in this year's tournament, and they open the tournament against number 5 seed Georgia Southern on Thursday night at 5 p.m. Central Time. Coach, while waiting for questions, please give us your thoughts on earning the number 8 seed this year and the upcoming game against Georgia Southern.
Well, we're extremely excited to be going back to New Orleans, and it was a very balanced season at the end there, where you had a couple teams vying for those last few spots, and we were very fortunate that we did some of our work early and won 3 out of 4 during a stretch there towards the end of the season, and we were able to win a game late at home against Louisiana Lafayette that kind of put us over the top to get into the tournament, as we knew going on that Texas swing to finish the season would be really tough. So we were very fortunate, but at the same time, everybody plays everybody twice and at home and away, so certainly not going to apologize for kind of backing into the tournament, losing 2 games, but we have a second chance and looking forward to playing Georgia Southern. I think it'll be a very hard-fought contest.
Thanks, Coach. As a reminder to media, please press star 1 at this time to get in the queue to ask questions. Coach, you mentioned part of your opening statement about doing your work early. I mean, part of that was also getting 2 wins against Georgia Southern. What's really been the key to having success against them this season?
Well, I think we've been able defensively to mix up some man and zone and be able to fly around to the basketball. And when you play Georgia Southern, you've got to do a really good job of challenging their three-point shooters, and then also being able to guard their drives. They're very athletic from the guard spot with Brown and Hughes, and I think it's a tough matchup, and they're able to really score the basketball. So a big thing for us is we've got to do a great job contesting their initial shot, and then we've got to really dominate the glass. I feel like if we can rebound the basketball, that's going to give us our best chance of winning versus Georgia Southern.
Well, Coach, your leading rebounder is Georgie Boyanoff. Is he then the key of this game?
Well, I think he's one of the keys. Certainly they have a lot of weapons, and at the end of the day, we've got to be a much better team defensively than we've shown this past week, and that's going to be a huge key because Brown, Hughes, those 2 guys, they're all league-level players, and I think Tukey Brown's a first-team all-league guy. I think Hughes is a second-team all-league guy, and I guess we'll find out tomorrow if my vote means anything. But those 2 guys are playing at a very, very high level, and we've got to contain them first and foremost. But ultimately, we've got to limit them to one tough shot and rebound. And Georgie's a big key for us at being able to defensive rebound. But we need all 5 guys that are in the game to be able to rebound.
Finally, Coach, from last year to this year, this is your second consecutive year in the tournament. What do you take from last year's experience into this season's matchup?
Well, it's something that we wanted to make sure that we qualified first and foremost. And again, it's a building block for us, and it's a process. And we were able to go to New Orleans last year and beat Little Rock in the opening game, and get some experience, and a lot of guys that got some minutes from that, and certainly looking forward to building on that from last year.
Okay, Coach. Best of luck, safe travels, and thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Have a good one. We'll see you in a couple days.